10 minutes, that's all you have. Between work, family, and life chaos, 10 minutes is what's left for fitness. But here's what nobody's telling you. Those 10 minutes with a kettlebell might be more powerful than 90 minutes at the gym. And I'm about to prove it. Is 10 minutes of kettlebell training enough to be in good shape? The fitness industry wants you to believe you need hours, expensive memberships, complicated programs. But what if everything you've been told is wrong? What if 10 focused minutes beats 2 hours of wasted effort? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you 3 things. First, the real science behind why short, intense training works better than long, moderate workouts. Second, the exact 10-minute protocol that transformed my physique when I had 0 time. And third, the one mistake that makes 10 minutes useless. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn changes everything. Let's get into it. The lie the fitness industry has been selling you. Here's what gyms want you to believe. More time equals better results. Spend 90 minutes. Hit every muscle group. Do 20 different exercises. Rest between sets. Scroll your phone. Repeat 5 days per week. This is the standard model, and it's designed to keep you dependent. But here's what research actually shows. And this is going to shock you. Total training volume matters. But training duration? Not so much. A study from 2019 compared 30-minute workouts to 90-minute workouts. Same exercises, same intensity, just different time frames. The result? Almost identical muscle growth, almost identical strength gains. The only difference? The 90-minute group wasted an extra hour. They didn't get better results. They just spent more time getting the same results. Think about that. You could be getting the same benefits in 1/3 of the time. But here's where it gets interesting. When researchers looked at high-intensity interval training versus steady-state cardio, something fascinating emerged. 10 minutes of high-intensity work produced better fat loss than 30 minutes of moderate cardio. Not the same results, better results, in less time. Why? Because intensity matters more than duration. Your body doesn't respond to time spent. It responds to stimulus provided. 10 minutes of brutal, focused work creates more stimulus than 60 minutes of casual effort. This is the secret the fitness industry doesn't want you to know. Now, before you think this is too good to be true, let me show you exactly what makes 10 minutes work, because there's a catch. And if you miss this, 10 minutes won't do anything. The 3 factors that make 10 minutes enough. Factor number 1, exercise selection. You can't waste time on isolation movements. Bicep curls, leg extensions, cable flies. These exercises work one muscle at a time. In 10 minutes, you need movements that work everything simultaneously. This is where kettlebells dominate. A kettlebell swing works your glutes, hamstrings, lower back, core, shoulders, and grip. All at once. One exercise, multiple muscle groups. A goblet squat hits your quads, glutes, core, and upper back together. A Turkish get-up, your entire body from head to toe. Compare this to traditional training. To work all those muscles, you'd need 6 or 7 different exercises. That's 45 to 60 minutes minimum. Kettlebells compress that into 10, but only if you choose the right movements. And I'll give you the exact protocol in just a moment. Factor number 2, intensity. This is where most people fail. They think 10 minutes means easy, quick workout, low effort. Wrong, dead wrong. 10 minutes means maximum intensity. Every second counts. Every rep matters. You're not scrolling between sets. You're not chatting, you're working. Your heart rate should hit 80 to 90% of maximum. Your muscles should burn. Your lungs should scream. This intensity is what creates the stimulus. Without intensity, 10 minutes is just movement. With intensity, 10 minutes is transformation. Let me give you a benchmark. After a proper 10-minute kettlebell session, you should need 2 to 3 minutes to catch your breath. If you finish and immediately start talking normally, you didn't work hard enough. This matters more than anything else. Factor number 3, consistency. 10 minutes works, but only if you do it regularly, 3 to 5 times per week minimum. Skipping days kills your progress. The magic of short workouts is they're sustainable. You can actually do them consistently. Most people skip gym sessions because they need 90 minutes. Can't find 90 minutes? Skip the workout. But 10 minutes? You can always find 10 minutes. before work, during lunch, after kids sleep. The accessibility creates consistency, and consistency creates results. But here's the thing, all three factors must align. Right exercises plus high intensity plus consistency. Remove any one element and the system fails. Now let me show you exactly what this looks like in practice. Wait, before I give you the exact protocol, you need to understand what happened when I tested this myself. The 30-day experiment that changed my mind. I was skeptical. 10 minutes seemed too short. I'd been doing 60 to 90-minute gym sessions for years. How could 10 minutes compete? But life got chaotic. Work exploded. Family needed more time. I had two choices, quit training or find a better way. So I committed to 30 days, 10 minutes, every morning, kettlebell only, no excuses. High intensity, perfect consistency. Here's what happened. Week 1, I thought it was too easy. The sessions felt short. I finished wanting more. But I stuck to the plan, 10 minutes only. Week 2, something shifted. I noticed my conditioning improving. Stairs didn't wind me. Playing with my kids didn't exhaust me. My recovery between sessions was faster than with long workouts. Interesting. Week 3, visible changes appeared. My midsection tightened. My posture improved. My glutes were noticeably more developed. 10 minutes was producing results I used to get from hour-long sessions. I was stunned. Week 4, complete conviction. I was stronger, leaner, more athletic, and I'd spent a total of 4.5 hours training that month. Previously, I'd spend 15 to 20 hours monthly at the gym. I got better results in less than 1/3 of the time. This wasn't theory anymore. It was proven. In my own body. 10 minutes of kettlebell training is not just enough. For most people, it's optimal. Now let me give you the exact protocol I used. The 10-minute kettlebell protocol that actually works. Here's the structure. 5 exercises, 2 minutes each. No rest between exercises. Maximum intensity throughout. The exercises are kettlebell swings, goblet squats, kettlebell rows, kettlebell presses, and plank holds. Minute 1 and 2. Kettlebell swings. As many quality reps as possible in 2 minutes. Aim for 60 to 80 total swings. Focus on explosive hip drive, perfect form. This ignites your metabolism immediately. Your heart rate spikes. Your posterior chain activates. Minute 3 and 4. Goblet squats. Hold the kettlebell at your chest. Squat deep. Drive up explosively. Continuous reps for 2 minutes. Aim for 30 to 40 squats. Your legs will burn. Your core will brace. This builds lower body strength and conditioning simultaneously. Minute 5 and 6. Kettlebell rows. Bent over position. Row the bell to your ribs. Switch arms at the 1-minute mark. Aim for 20 to 30 rows per arm. This balances the pushing with pulling. Builds your back, strengthens your core stability. Minute 7 and 8. Kettlebell presses. Clean the bell to your shoulder. Press overhead. Lower with control. Switch arms at 1 minute. Aim for 15 to 20 presses per arm. This builds shoulder strength, overhead stability, total body coordination. Minute 9 and 10. Plank holds, forearm plank, body rigid, core braced. Hold for the full 2 minutes. If you break, rest 5 seconds and continue. This finishes your core, builds mental toughness, ends the session with maximum tension. That's it. 10 minutes, 5 exercises, your entire body trained. Strength, power, conditioning, core stability, all covered. But here's the critical part. Most people mess this up completely, and it destroys their results. The one mistake that makes 10 minutes worthless. The mistake, going too light. People think short workout means lightweight. They grab a 12-kilogram kettlebell when they should use 24. They think more reps compensate for less resistance. Wrong. In 10 minutes, you need sufficient load to create real stimulus. Here's the test. Your kettlebell should feel challenging by the second minute of each exercise. If you finish 2 minutes of swings feeling fresh, the bell is too light. If you complete 2 minutes of squats easily, go heavier. For most men, this means starting with a 20 to 32 kilogram kettlebell. For women, 16 to 20 kilograms. Yes, this feels heavy. That's the point. The weight combined with the time under tension creates the growth stimulus. Lightweight just creates fatigue without adaptation. But here's the balance. The weight shouldn't compromise your form. If you can't maintain proper technique, it's too heavy. Find the sweet spot. Heavy enough to challenge. Light enough to stay perfect. This balance is everything. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can 10 minutes really build muscle? Can it really burn fat? Let me show you the research, the science behind why 10 minutes builds muscle and burns fat. Study 1. Researchers compared 10-minute high-intensity resistance training to 30-minute moderate-intensity training. They measured muscle protein synthesis. The 10-minute group showed equal muscle growth markers. Same muscle building response, 1/3 of the time. Study 2. Scientists analyzed metabolic effects of short, intense workouts. They found that 10 minutes of high-intensity training elevated metabolism for up to 24 hours post-workout. The EPOC effect, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. You keep burning calories long after you finish. Study 3. A 12-week trial compared brief kettlebell sessions to traditional gym workouts. The kettlebell group, training just 15 minutes 3 times weekly, lost more body fat and gained comparable strength to the gym group training 60 minutes 4 times weekly. Less time, better fat loss. Similar strength. The mechanism is clear. High-intensity training triggers powerful hormonal responses. Growth hormone increases. Testosterone spikes. Cortisol is managed appropriately. These hormones drive muscle growth and fat loss. Duration doesn't matter, intensity does. Plus, 10-minute sessions prevent overtraining. Long workouts elevate cortisol excessively. This eats muscle, stores fat, destroys recovery. Short, intense sessions spike cortisol briefly, then it drops. This is the optimal pattern for body composition. But wait, there's something else. Something most people completely miss about 10-minute training. The hidden benefit nobody talks about. Adherence, consistency, sustainability. These are the real keys to transformation. And 10-minute workouts maximize all three. Think about it. How many times have you skipped the gym because you didn't have 90 minutes? How many times has life gotten busy and training disappeared? With 10 minutes, excuses evaporate. You always have 10 minutes. Before your shower, during lunch break, before bed. The accessibility means you actually do it. And doing it consistently beats perfect programming done occasionally. Research confirms this. Studies on exercise adherence show that people stick to short workouts far more consistently than long ones. One study found 78% adherence to 20-minute programs versus 42% for 60-minute programs. Almost double the consistency. And consistency compounds. 10 minutes daily for a year is 60 hours of training. That's significant volume. Compare this to planning 90-minute sessions but only completing them twice monthly. That's 36 hours yearly. The 10-minute approach gives you almost double the annual volume through superior consistency. This is the secret. 10 minutes isn't just enough. For most people, it's better. Because better done consistently beats perfect done rarely. Now let me give you the exact plan to implement this starting tomorrow. Your 30-day 10-minute transformation plan. Week 1. Establish the habit. Do the 10-minute protocol 3 days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Focus on learning the movements, building the routine. Don't worry about perfect intensity yet, just complete the sessions. Week 2. Increase intensity, same 3 days, same protocol, but push harder. More explosive swings, deeper squats. Heavier weight if needed. Start tracking reps, try to beat last week's numbers. Week 3. Add a 4th day. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. 4 sessions weekly. Maintain high intensity. Your body is adapting. Your work capacity is increasing. You should feel noticeably stronger. Week 4. Test and assess. Continue 4 days. But Friday, test yourself. How many swings in 2 minutes? How many squats? Compare to week 1. The improvement will shock you. Take photos. Measure your waist. Document the change. After 30 days, you'll have undeniable proof. 10 minutes of kettlebell training is enough. More than enough. It's transformative. But only if you actually do it. Which brings me to the challenge. The 10-minute challenge. Are you in? Here's what I want you to do. Commit to 30 days, 10 minutes. every day or at minimum 4 days weekly. Use the exact protocol I gave you. Track your progress. Take before photos. Measure your waist. Test your fitness. 30 days from now, come back and tell me 10 minutes isn't enough. I promise you won't be able to, because you'll have experienced the transformation yourself. Your body will look different, your strength will be higher, your conditioning will be better, and you'll have done it in 10 minutes daily. If you're accepting this challenge, drop a comment right now saying 10-minute transformation. Let's build a community of people who prove that smart training beats long training. That intensity beats duration. That 10 focused minutes beats 2 wasted hours. And if you want more efficient training protocols, kettlebell techniques, and science-backed shortcuts, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because we're exposing the lies the fitness industry has been selling you. One video at a time. Is 10 minutes of kettlebell enough to be in good shape? You already know the answer. The research proves it. My experience confirms it. Your upcoming 30-day transformation will demonstrate it. 10 minutes isn't just enough, it's optimal. The question isn't whether it works. The question is, will you actually do it? I'll see you in the next video. Now go grab your kettlebell. You've got 10 minutes. That's all you need.